John in Mountain View, California. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com, and today I'm cutting non-prescription lenses for your Asian fit. Oakley Holbrooks Sapphire Fade, the Prism Polarized, model number 9244. So let me begin. Let's take everything out of the original packaging. Now, if anyone wants Oakley frame, just message me. I do not have them on the website, but I have a classmate who's agreed to get them for me, and I can get them for you now. So this is the Oakley Holbrook Prism, and this is the Asian Fit. And let's begin. I'm going to pop out the original blue demo lenses. And I'm going to put your frame into the tracing element of my blocker and hit start. Little stylus is going to pop up and go around and trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame. If it can find that. Hang on, I've got to guide it. This one's going to be a little tricky. Let me see if I can guide it a little better. Oh, you're going to be like that, are you? Okay, let's do something different this time. Let's trace the frame. It's going to struggle. We're going to use this tool instead. Let me back out. This one has a very unique bevel in the front of the frame. Not the easiest one to cut for. So we're just going to trace the front of the lens only. Now, if this were prescription, I would line it up better, but being non-prescription, it doesn't matter how it goes in there. We're going to trace just the right lens. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. Oop, except they're just disappointed when that falls off. Okay, come on now. Come on now. Look, it's making some noise, working for me today. Oh, you Oakleys, you just don't cooperate easily. Let's get a bigger sticker on there, shall we? Put that one on there. Let's use one of these. In fact, I'm going to need to get these out anyway. Machine's making a lot of noise today. Alright, we're going to put that on there. Reset the computer. Make sure everything's lined up in there perfectly. It's going through the motions. It's going through the motions. Come on now, come on. Now can we work? Okay. Right lens only, right lens only. Hopefully the lens will stay on there this time, and we'll get a true tracing of the shape. It's always the first one in the morning that doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. There we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. So that is the shape of the lens we'll be cutting. If these were prescription, I'd put in the pupillary distance and the optical center height, but I don't have to worry about that today. Let's go ahead and take the lenses out of the protective sleeves. These are polycarbonate lenses, aspheric, flatter curvature to fit in today's flatter curvature frames. Take the first lens again. If these were prescription, I'd put it in the lensometer, put 3 dots on there to tell me how it orients in there. But since they're not, I need 2 blocks. Or as I like to call them, Jenny from the block. I've got my last 2 here. The black side is the sticky side. It is a double-sided adhesive sticker. I'm going to stick that on the first one. Do the same thing on the second one. And get that lined up there a little better. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Now on the back is a little silver button that is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice today. The first time it's going to attach itself to something magnetical there in the arm. Just going to make sure the lens is centered perfectly. Hit that button, the arm comes down, places the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing now for the left lens. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. Line up the magnet. Put the lens onto the platform. Find the center of the lens. Hit that button, the arm comes down and places the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your own kitchen counter, and struggle while you cut your first pair of lenses in the morning. You won't have to have this guy anymore do it for you. So I'm going to pull up the shape of the lens. That is the one we'll be cutting. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic or Trivex, I would select that. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. And now the magnet's going to do its job a second time today. It's going to hold it in place into the chuck, or as I like to call it, the Charles, because I don't know this machine well enough to call it chuck. I hit the green arrow, which is start. The clamp shuts. Well, the door closes, then the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. You can see as it's going around tracing the shape. And the old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once. It's measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which you'll have none in this frame, since these are non-prescription lenses. And even most prescriptions would be hidden in this frame because of the thickness of the plastic. So, this is a beautiful frame, beautiful frame. So if you see light flickering in the background, that is water there to catch the optical sawdust. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high-index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning the water sprays onto the lens during the cutting cycle. Now, it will not do that for these polycarbonate lenses, but it will spray onto the lens for the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle, just to wash away any optical debris you may see beginning to form on the edge of the lenses. As I made reference to before, your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarbonate lenses are 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They are virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses that have both 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Mountain View, California. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that you have to reapply every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun. This is permanent and never needs to be reapplied. In fact, it is the same material that Oakley uses in their frames. These are polycarbonate with 100% UVA and UVB prescription, as well as a premium scratch coating on the lenses that I'm providing. And of course, this is the A stands for Asian, the Oakley Holbrooks Sapphire Fade Prism Polarized, Prism Sapphire Polarized. So water has begun spraying onto the lens, letting me know it's in the last 20 seconds of the cutting cycle. Now again, if anyone needs any Oakleys with prescription lenses, just message me. Let me know what model you want, the size, the color, and I'll see if I can't get it to you. Now normally I offer free prescription lenses with the purchase of any frame, but since I am not an authorized Oakley dealer, I normally charge $50 for prescription lenses. As my special offer, I will cut that in half and only charge you $25 for any prescription lens that you want. You can also add on transitions, anti-glare, polarized, tinted, whatever you may need or desire. We will make it happen for you. So, I'm going to dry everything off. I'm going to tuck the lens in at the outside corner, and using my thumbs press down at the nose, it snaps in perfectly. Let's do the same thing for the left lens. Flip that over to L. Line the magnet up in the chuck, the Charles, the Chucky baby. Hit the green arrow. The clamp shuts, the door closes. Well, in the opposite order, door closes, then the clamp shuts, and then the lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses. You can see as it's tracing out the shape of the frame. And just like before, measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing. Of course, you have none. Where's my little flashlight? Come here, flashlight. You have no edge thickness whatsoever. So while that's cutting, I'll go ahead and take the block off, dry that off, throw it back in the pond, take the sticker, add to my collection. I'm trying to, it's got the cleaner stuck to it. I'm trying to increase the diameter of the base, so I'm sticking them on the bottom now. I'm going to get this nice and fat at the bottom. Pretty soon it's going to be the same size as my bottle of All Off. Now if these were prescription, I would come down here and read the prescription off of them, but these are not prescription. It is the same lens. Let me put this back on here. The sticker as it comes to me. Of course, there's a check mark showing that this frame can have a prescription put on there. So the purpose of this, even though these are both non-prescription, you can wear these as clear everyday lenses, or you can put the sunglass lenses back in. In order to do that, you turn the frame over with the temples. This is the temple tip sticking upward. I put my thumb, I'm right-handed, I put my thumb at the corner of the nose, my fingers on the other side, place my other thumb on top, and slightly with the palm of my hand pressed against the curve, a slightly push like that, giving a little bit of curvature to the frame. And that's how they pop right out. Now to put them in, I hold the frame upright. You tuck them in at the outside corners first, and then using same, you're always going to push down with your thumbs. It's always with the thumbs, always at the nose. And then you push down right there, and then you give a little bit more equal force at the bottom. It'll pop right in. Again, to pop out the original lenses, you turn this over. I'm right-handed. Left-handed people do just the opposite. I take my right thumb at the nose, grab it with my fingers on the other side, give it a little bit of a curvature, push down on the outer edge, and with my other thumb on top, just push down. It comes out rather easily. Again, to put the lens in, you turn the frame upright, elbows at my sides, tuck the lens in at the outside corner, and then just push down like that. It snaps right in. That's how you do it with plastic frames. With metal frames, you have to use a screwdriver and loosen it up, but you don't have to worry about that with this frame. Now again, I can offer these with prescription. I can offer these non-prescription with either transitions and or anti-glare, where they turn dark when you go outside. The anti-glare coating reduces glare when driving at night, and you won't see the reflection of the fluorescent lights in this lens also. Or if you do need prescription or just want to change the color of the lens, I can get you other color lenses. Mirror coated, polarized. If the lens can be made, I can do it. So a little lever is moving out. At the end of that lever is a spinning wheel, something you would find at the end of a Dremel tool. It's applying the safety bevel to the rear concave surface of the lens. Should any portion of the lens protrude out of the back surface of the frame, which it never will with these, but it's just a routine procedure. And should any ever come in contact with your cheek, it would be nice and smooth. But the reason why I always put a safety bevel on there, I'll demonstrate in just a moment. I will open this door with my mind. I can do other things with my mind. I can melt ice with my mind. I just got to stare at it for a couple hours, but I can do it. That's my superpower. But let me dry everything off here. The reason why I put a safety bevel where I smooth out that portion of the lens is because when I push on the frame, I don't want any rough edges from the lens coming in contact with the frame. So again, tuck it in at the outside corner. Using the thumbs, it snaps right in. Take the block off. Put the sticker down here at the base and dry everything off here. Now, this is the portion every video that as I clean your lenses. Of course, I'm going to provide you with a cleaning cloth. Not only do I provide instructions on how to care for your frame and lenses, but I also provide instructions on how to care for your cleaning cloths as well. You have your Oakley one that comes with the frame, and I'm going to provide one. And I field test every one, so if you see wrinkles in yours, you know that it works. But I provide instructions on how to care for your cleaning cloth, so those two will last you for years. I also include a selfie request. John, please send me a selfie wearing these things. I'd love to have your picture on the website. But also, I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set them down on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. And when I say wobble, 80% of people have one ear that's higher than the other, and that's why every pair of glasses needs to be adjusted. So just stop by your local place and tell them, because of that, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments. So just stop by your local place, tell them if it's too loose or too tight, or if it's uneven on one side. Because like I mentioned, 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other, and I'm no exception. I'm part of that 80%. When I take mine off, mine wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. I'm wearing the Ray-Ban 2132 New Wayfarer in color 789, which is the blue-orange, to match my blue-orange shirt today. I've always got to be matching. But let me put mine back on so I can see what I'm doing. Flip them over, press down, there is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly, and they do. So that's that. Now again, free shipping anywhere in the U.S. and its territories. Now, if you enjoyed what you've seen, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, or you can follow me on Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com or on Twitter as freerxlenses. You can reach me through the website on the contact me page, although some people have had some problems, so you can email me directly at freeprescriptionlenses@gmail.com. And better yet, leave a comment or a question down below in the message section so other people can read from your inquisitive nature and learn from what you're asking. But John in Mountain View, California, hope you enjoyed watching as I cut clear non-prescription lenses for your Asian fit, the A Oakley Holbrooks Prism Sapphire Polarized frame. So you have 2 pair of lenses you'll be able to pop in and out. And hopefully everyone else has got the chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.